All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into something that has been fiercely debated everywhere from college dorm rooms to corporate boardrooms. We are breaking down the infamous 4 a.m. wake-up time. But listen, we're not going to look at this as some brutal punishment or a miserable daily chore. Instead, we're looking at the source material to see how waking up at 4 a.m. might actually be the ultimate cheat code for unlocking your brain's absolute maximum potential.
Okay, let's just dive right into this. For years, we've basically been force-fed this idea of the midnight hustle. You know the exact vibe. Grinding away at your laptop at 2 a.m., chugging caffeine, absolutely convinced you're getting a step ahead of the competition. But what if I told you that this exact habit is literally sabotaging your brain? What if staying up that late doesn't mean you're getting more done, but instead you're actively destroying your focus and permanently damaging your body's ability to heal itself? Because that is exactly what we're unpacking today.
So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to start by exploring the 4 a.m. superpower, then uncover the ancient secret of Brahma Muhurta. After that, we'll dive into the science of sleep cycles, find the ultimate balance between ancient and modern thought, and finally, I'm going to give you some real actionable hacks to wake up early.
Section 1. The 4 a.m. superpower. Zero background noise.
You see, this isn't just about bragging rights for being an early bird. It's really about accessing a very specific window of time where your biological hardware is performing at its absolute peak. At 4 a.m., your brain is entirely calm. It basically opens up this highly receptive portal. Just think about what happens as a normal day progresses. By, say, 9 or 10 a.m., your brain is already overloaded. You've got classes, your job, chores, people talking, endless phone notifications. Your processing power is just split 100 different ways. But at 4 a.m., there is absolutely zero background noise. Your focus is supercharged. That means whatever you're working on or studying is absorbed with virtually 100% retention capacity. It's literally the ultimate uninterrupted time.
Section 2. The secret of Brahma Muhurta. The time of the creator.
Now, modern hustle culture definitely loves to brag about the 4 a.m. club, but this exact time block was actually documented centuries ago by Ayurvedic sages like Maharshi Vagbhata. They called it Brahma Muhurta, which literally translates to the time of the creator. Brahma means creator and Muhurta means time. So it's the specific time of day meant for creating your future. And what's really fascinating here is that it isn't strictly 4 a.m. on the dot for every single person. It's actually dynamically tied to the sun. It officially kicks off exactly 1 hour and 36 minutes before your local sunrise.
And there is a very specific reason why this pre-dawn window matters so much. According to the ancient Vedas, this exact period contains peak sattvic energy, which essentially represents pure harmony and mental clarity. On top of that, during this window, oxygen levels in the atmosphere are incredibly high. So when you combine that pure environmental energy with a huge boost of oxygen, your brain is biologically primed to absorb information with total laser-like focus. You are quite literally feeding your mind the highest quality fuel available in the entire 24-hour cycle.
Section 3. Science of sleep cycles. NREM and REM cycles. Okay, so we've heard what the ancient texts say, but do today's top neurologists actually back this up? Well, to answer that, we have to realize that sleep is definitely not a straight line. You don't just flip a switch off when you close your eyes and flip it back on when you wake up. Your sleep operates in highly specific cycles. The two big players here are the NREM phase, which handles the really intense physical repair of your body, and the REM phase, which handles the mental sorting and organization of your brain.
Let's walk through exactly how your night unfolds, because this is where modern science perfectly validates the ancient wisdom. At 10 p.m., your body enters that NREM phase. This 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. window is absolutely non-negotiable. This is when your immune system goes to work and your ruptured tissues repair all the physical fatigue from the day. Then, right around 2 a.m., you shift into the REM phase. This is where your body starts flushing out toxins and actually moves whatever you learned that day from short-term temporary storage into permanent memory. And finally, by 4 a.m., both of these cycles are fully complete. Your brain naturally reboots, completely refreshed and incredibly receptive.
Which brings us to a massive, crucial point that completely shatters the myth that you just need 8 hours of sleep no matter when you get it. Listen, if you hustle and grind until 2 a.m., you permanently skip your physical repair window, the one that only happens between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. You literally cannot get it back. You could sleep for 10 straight hours, from 2 a.m. until noon, and technically get plenty of rest on paper. But you know what? You'll still wake up feeling physically exhausted because your body completely missed its core biological healing phase.
Section 4. The ultimate balance. Ancient meets modern. Now, this is the real eureka moment. This is where thousands of years of Vedic wisdom perfectly interlock with today's top neurological research. Look at the terms. The ancient Vedas talk about sattvic energy, Ayurveda and the Brahma Muhurta. Modern neuroscientists? They're talking about alpha brainwaves, the circadian rhythm, and getting a dopamine reset. The words are entirely different. The languages come from completely different eras of human history, but the actual message about brain optimization, peak healing, and unlocking superhuman focus, it is exactly the same. Science and history are literally pointing to the exact same truth.
Section 5. Hacks to wake up early. Joining the 4 a.m. club.
So we've covered the theoretical why, but let's talk about the practical how. Because let's be real, relying entirely on sheer willpower and a super loud alarm clock is a guaranteed way to fail. If you just set 3 alarms for 4 a.m. tomorrow, I promise you, by day 3 you'll be mashing snooze and giving up entirely. So, how do we actually do this? Step 1. Start slowly. If your normal wake-up is 10 a.m., don't just jump to 4 a.m. Shift it back by just 30 minutes every week. Step 2. No dopamine after 9:30 p.m. Seriously, make your life super boring. No phones, no laptops, so your brain can naturally power down. Step 3. Prepare the night before. Lay out your clothes, your books, your water bottle. It signals to your brain that the choice is already made. And step 4, win the first 20 minutes. Absolutely no negotiating with your alarm. There's this fantastic insight from the source material that really hits the nail on the head. The secret to waking up at 4 a.m. isn't found in your morning alarm. It's found in your 10 p.m. bedtime. If you just go to sleep at the right time, your body will naturally start waking you up. And hey, on a personal note, just like the host in our source material shared, doing this is a journey. Right now, using these exact techniques, I'm personally waking up around 6:30 a.m. And I'm just gradually shifting it earlier and earlier. It really just proves that this is a gradual lifestyle habit you build over time, not some brutal overnight challenge.
But I really want to emphasize that 4th step, winning those first 20 minutes. Surviving this brutal window without hitting snooze is the absolute key to unlocking the magic of a highly productive morning. The second that alarm rings, do not negotiate with yourself. Just get up and immediately wash your face with cold or normal water. If you have a balcony or a safe outdoor space, step out into it for a second. Let that dark, quiet morning, that amazing realization that the entire world is fast asleep while you are up and grinding, let that motivate you. Even just walking around your room physically signals your brain that the day has officially started.
And when it comes to consistency, you really need to keep the number 21 in mind. It takes roughly 21 days of strict consistency to actually rewire your biological clock. But if you can just commit to this gradual shift, cut out that late-night dopamine, and just survive those first 20 minutes every morning for a few weeks, this stops being a daily struggle. It literally becomes an automatic superpower. Your body will start craving that 10 p.m. sleep, and your brain will actively demand that 4 a.m. focus.
Which leaves us with one final question for you to really think about. Are you going to keep fighting your own biology, chasing this exhausted, inefficient 2 a.m. hustle that literally robs you of your physical repair? Or are you going to start your dopamine detox at 9:30 tonight, align yourself with thousands of years of human wisdom, and unlock the 4 a.m. superpower? Because the choice of how you create your future starts tonight. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.